Hello everyone, Will the Outlaw here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series Voyager Class Bumblebee movie Shockwave. One of the most anticipated figures of the Studio Series line finally gets a Voyager treatment after having to settle for a Core Class version for over 2 years. This figure is based on his appearance in the opening sequence of 2018's Bumblebee movie. That sequence featured several familiar Autobots and Decepticons, and whose designs are extremely faithful to their G1 counterparts. Looking at Shockwave in hand, and it's immediately apparent that this is pushing the boundaries of what is considered a Voyager class. I mean, look how he fills out the Voyager packaging. He looks like he just needs to flex to break out of it. Not only is he taller than most, he's heavier and has better plastic quality than most. It can probably be chalked up to his simplistic design and the lack of a lot of parts. The coloring and details are nearly one-to-one with the on-screen model, right down to the Autobot symbol on his forearm. Yeah, Shockwave has an Autobot symbol on his arm, probably because the model uses a reskinned and recolored Optimus Prime model. The purple is deep and beautiful, and various details are picked out in gunmetal gray and bronze. The head sculpt is perfectly Shockwave, and his singular yellow optic has some very luminous light piping. Well, depending on your light placement, of course. What's a little more impressive is that this guy has very little in the way of hollow bits, which is very common in figures this size. Shockwave does a lot with very little, even though he is very simplistic, especially in his articulation. Ball jointed head, ratcheted shoulders that go up, down, in, and out, 90 elbows, forearm swivel, ball joint wrist, waist swivel, legs that go up, down, in, and out, thigh cut, 90 knees, and feet that go up, down with an ankle pivot. Despite his simplicity, he has a solid feel and build that rivals most leader and commander class figures. He is very heavy and has no loose joints whatsoever. He technically comes with 2 accessories, but like I said with the Bumblebee Megatron figure, these accessories are so iconic to his robot mode, can they even be considered accessories? Probably not, but here we are. He comes with his classic arm cannon, which itself transforms for vehicle mode, and a plastic rubber-like hose. The hose is thick and sturdy and doesn't feel like it will fall apart in your hands. It connects easy enough from the arm cannon to his back. The only setback for the cannon is that while it is blast effect compatible, you kind of have to shove it in on there. Plus, the tip looks kind of thin and more like a water hose than an effective blaster. Transformation is what you'd expect from a modern Shockwave. It borrows elements from many past iterations, including animated and especially Prime. Vehicle mode continued the tradition of making Decepticons who previously had gun alt modes into a tank. This particular one continues the tradition of making Shockwave an H-Tank, a pretty big H-Tank at that. Nothing really changes from robot to tank, however, with the details and coloring remaining pretty much the same. The tank rolls pretty good, and the turret can turn as far as the hose allows. This thing is a solid piece of work. It feels great in your hands. Looks great along with his fellow Decepticons as well. All in all, this figure goes above and beyond what Hasbro has told us a Voyager can be, and I just wish they can all be like this. Bottom line, the Bumblebee line has done it again with this one. Grab one if you can. Holy cow, this thing is awesome. Well, that was my look at Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie Shockwave. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Laters.